3, 2, 1, and go.
My name is Dave Robinson. I represent Get Strapped, Stay Strapped here in Richmond, Virginia. Get Strapped, Stay Strapped is a lifestyle fitness brand where we work with individuals on bettering themselves physically, mentally. I work with clients from all walks of life. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, be it physically or a physical-oriented thing, then that's definitely something that I can help out with. Get Strapped, Stay Strapped was always kind of peace, you know, like throwing up a deuce when you're leaving, or giving a high five to a friend. So that was back in high school. That's kind of what we said and what we did, and it's kind of grown from there. It was in the back of my mind for about 10 years-ish, and realized in about September of 2016 I had to kind of bring it to fruition, or else I would regret not doing that. So that's kind of when I started launching my brand, and been rocking and rolling ever since. I always was active. My mom used to always joke with me that the only thing I loved to do was leap and fall on the ground, playing football or soccer or basketball or tennis or whatever with my friends in the neighborhood. And I found soccer to really be my niche, and I've played my whole life. I still play a couple days a week, even today. So that gave me a great endurance background. When I got to college, I got into powerlifting a little bit, got into strongman a little bit, and really after about a year kind of dove all into that. Competed for about 5 years, and then became a strength and conditioning coach at University of Richmond. I interned with them for about 10 months. Learned a lot when I was there. Ended up falling out a little bit with fitness after about a year and a half from college. Just frankly burned out. And, found OCR, ran my first race in 2013, and swore to God I would never do it again because he kicked my butt. But lo and behold, a year after that I signed up for the same race. Did about 50% better, and then I decided if I actually applied myself, I'd be pretty good at it. A lot of my training is very multifunctional, but about 60 to 70% of it is running, and the rest is going to be strength training. Now that's going to be very different from somebody who is trying to be a bodybuilder, look like a bodybuilder, or somebody who just wants to lose 10 pounds and feel good, be healthy, and look better than me, frankly. So a lot of what I do is just tailoring those programs and tailoring the eating specifications to what that individual is trying to accomplish. A lot of people today follow programs and follow advice from people, and it might not necessarily be tailored to exactly what their goals are. So my big key is figuring out what is your why. Why do you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish, and then what exactly do you want to accomplish? We always try to strive to be our best in things. We always want to look a certain way and feel a certain way, but the vast majority of people who I sit down with and who I talk to about their fitness goals tell me that they want to feel how they used to feel. They want to look how they used to look. They want to feel younger. They want to have more energy. They want to be more vital. They want to feel more alive. And so that's really what I try to do is help work with them on those little tweaks and tricks that you can use to just be a little bit more efficient. A lot of people do work really hard in the gym. A lot of people do try to eat right and try to do the right things, but there's just so much information out there, and a lot of that information is specific to a certain type of individual, a certain type of training. Everybody's not going to be the same, and so I think it is very, very important to not pull a magazine off the Men's Health or Cosmo on the line at Kroger and say, hey, I'm going to do this, and go do that. You might see some results, but it's not going to be nearly as efficient as if you tailored that to what you were trying to accomplish. A friend and I put on a 50-mile ultramarathon here in Richmond called the River City 50 Miler. That was the inaugural event. My friend who I put it on with lost his sister to cancer about 8 or 9 years ago. And so we were talking over summer about trying to do something to honor Becca, who passed away again a couple of years ago. And we decided to put on a race and really challenge ourselves and do something that frankly was unfathomable to us at the time. We really wanted to feel the pain that Becca felt and who so many other kids feel when they're going through treatment, and we wanted to put ourselves through that pain and run for those who can. I mentor a kid by the name of Jack, who's 9 years old. I've been hanging out with him for the past year or two through Connor's Heroes Foundation, and he's going through treatment as well. And when we first started, he couldn't play outside. He couldn't go and play soccer. We couldn't really run around, and he was not able to be a kid. And like I said, all I did when I was a kid was run around and play soccer and play in the mud and just be a little boy. And for a 9-year-old kid to not be able to go do that stuff, it's heartbreaking. And so we really wanted to put ourselves through something that we didn't think we would be able to finish and kind of find our limits and really hurt, feel that pain. And we definitely accomplished that. Our only goal was to finish, and we did, and we're pretty proud of that, and extremely humbled by the support, and not only from our friends and family, but the community as well. So thank you, RVA, for rallying. My relationship with pain as an athlete and an entrepreneur is kind of funny. I hate it. I don't think anybody likes pain. Everybody has those days where you want to just bang your head against the wall over and over and over again because you've got to do something you don't want to do. But I think there's a quote out there by Jocko Willink. He's a Navy SEAL commander, and he says that discipline equals freedom. Motivation wanes, discipline doesn't. And I think that discipline is really something that I'm a huge proponent of and a fan of, and it's just doing the stuff you don't want to do day in and day out. Sprinkling things you do want to do, but when you can continually chip away at those little things that really matter and just show up consistently, that consistency is going to be what takes you to that next level. It doesn't do you any good to go 100%, and then go down to 10 and then 0. You'd be much better off being at 50 in that scenario. You're going to get much better results that way. So, pain is something that, as an athlete and as an entrepreneur, I think the more you can put on yourself, the more comfortable you are being uncomfortable, the greater results you're going to have. There's no way to outwork hard work. You can't outthink success. You just have to kind of grind. That's where our tagline of grind on really comes from. It's just showing up and putting out and just doing that day in and day out. You'll get the results doing it that way, I promise you. Once February, March rolls around, it gets a little bit warmer. We're going to roll out a couple days a week. Maybe Wednesday on the 6s, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. Hump Day Hills at Libby Hill, so that'll be pretty exciting. And then we'd like to be in a couple other places, maybe one day a week down in Lothian, one day a week out in Glen Allen, and maybe one day a week around in the Fan. So there'll be between 3 and 5 workouts a week that people can kind of plug into, and that's just $5 for a group workout if you're a GetStrap member. That's $10 if you're not a GetStrap member. If you bring a friend, you both come free. So it's a pretty damn good deal. So we're building out a website right now. It's not quite live yet. I do have a landing page right now. That's keepyourstreakalive.com. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and that's Get Strapped, Stay Strapped for both of those. But just stay tuned. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming. I'm at Elwood Thompson's a lot. That's a phenomenal community over there as well. And it's just as far as health and wellness and information. If you want to go learn and educate yourself on what to do, what to eat, how to think, how to breathe, that's a great spot to do it. They're always having classes there and bringing people together, like-minded individuals who are focused on helping others. It's an awesome spot to do that. So you can check in there, you can check in again on social media, and we're going to have a new website coming out pretty soon as well.